we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do.
Where pop star Aaron Carter has died at the age of 34.
Yeah, the troubled performer grew up in the limelight, but he was in and out of rehab several.
Aaron Carter's heartbreaking story is one that continues to haunt his fans and the entertainment industry alike. He was once the boy-next-door pop sensation who captured the hearts of millions with his catchy tunes and charming smile. But behind the glitz and glamour of his early fame lay a turbulent life marred by struggles, controversies, and a deeply unsettling chain of events that culminated in his untimely passing. What's even more shocking is the growing suspicion that his demise might not have been as simple as it first appeared. And now, with new allegations swirling around Diddy, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, Aaron's story is taking an unexpected and sinister turn.
It's very painful. Very, very painful. I talked to him 2 weeks ago. He was at the dentist and he FaceTimed me. He said, come over. And I said, I have work to do. I wish I could have just go see him at least one more day.
But let's take a step back to understand Aaron's rise and fall. Born into a family already steeped in the music industry, Aaron became a star at an incredibly young age. By the time he was 9, he was selling out stadiums and topping the charts. Hits like Aaron's Party, Come Get It. And That's How I Beat Shake made him a household name, earning him legions of devoted fans. But as the years went on, the pressures of fame, combined with personal struggles, began to take their toll. Aaron's life became a constant headline with battles over his finances, family disputes, and a string of failed relationships dominating the tabloids. Yet, through it all, Aaron remained vocal about his experiences, again using social media as an outlet to share his truth.
Yeah, Rick, MB, the street is now cleared. People have been moving in and out of that home behind me all day. And tonight we heard from some of those closest to Aaron Carter, and they all say the same thing. They all share stories of a very kind, loving, caring, humble, yet troubled young man.
In the months leading up to his passing, Aaron's behavior raised eyebrows. He posted a series of cryptic videos and messages claiming he was being targeted and manipulated by people around him. He spoke openly about feeling unsafe, isolated, and betrayed by those he thought he could trust. In one particularly chilling video, Aaron begged for help, claiming that powerful forces were conspiring against him. "They're trying to set me up," he said, his voice trembling. "If anything happens to me, it wasn't my own doing." These words, once dismissed as the ramblings of a troubled star, now echo with a haunting resonance.
Hadn't seen him all day Friday, and then decided she always gave him coffee in the morning, made coffee for him. So she went to his door, his bedroom door, and knocked on it, and then heard the dog in an extremely agitated state inside Aaron's bedroom. And that's when she decided she would open the door, and she discovered him. But it looks, Brad, like he had been dead for some time.
Then, on November 5th, 2022, Aaron was found unresponsive in his home. The details of that day remain murky, but the official cause of his passing was eventually ruled as an accidental drowning. However, many fans and even some close to Aaron believe there's much more to the story. And as new information continues to emerge, those suspicions appear to be gaining traction. So, how does Diddy factor into all of this? It might seem like a stretch at first glance, but the deeper you dig, the more unsettling the connections become. Over the years, Aaron made several cryptic comments about powerful figures in the entertainment industry, hinting at dark secrets and dangerous power dynamics. He even reached out to you shortly before his passing, saying, "Let's talk, man to man." While the exact nature of their potential conversation remains unclear, some believe Aaron was hoping to align himself with someone who had also been outspoken about the darker side of the industry. But tragically, Aaron never got the chance to share whatever secrets he was holding on to.
I came here today just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to see that.
What's even more chilling is the eerie pattern of individuals connected to Diddy who have faced mysterious and untimely ends. Aaron's passing bears striking similarities to other high-profile cases, such as Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, and the mother of 3 of his children. Kim's passing was also ruled as natural, attributed to pneumonia, but rumors have long persisted that foul play may have been involved. Kim was reportedly working on a tell-all memoir about her life with Diddy, which allegedly included explosive details about his control, manipulation, and troubling behavior. Could it be that Aaron, too, was silenced before he could reveal something damning?
Right. Well, Kim Porter, that is Diddy's ex, who's also the mother of his 3 of his children.
Right.
Has detailed the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands.
Oh, no.
And this is all in a memoir.
Adding weight to these suspicions is the fact that Aaron was no stranger to the darker corners of the entertainment world. As a young star, he often mingled with industry elites, including Diddy. old photos of a teenage Aaron hanging out with Diddy have resurfaced, sparking speculation about their relationship and the nature of the gatherings Aaron attended. In one haunting interview, Aaron admitted that he had been exposed to troubling situations as a young entertainer, saying, "It got bad when I was about 15 years old." While he didn't elaborate, the timing of these events aligns with the period when he was frequently seen in the company of major industry players.
And the only person that really put their hands on women really is men who have feminine traits. So, it really takes a coward to put his hands on a woman. So, a man is so strong enough, we can just walk away. You can do, it's so many different things that you can do other than get upset, put your hands on a woman. But that comes from a man who's not quite a grown man.
In the weeks before his passing, Aaron began to voice his fears more openly. He claimed that people around him were plotting against him, isolating him, and attempting to control his life. In one particularly disturbing live stream, Aaron said, "I can't trust anyone. They're all involved in this." He even mentioned that he was trying to raise funds to relocate to a safer place, away from the people he believed were targeting him. These cries for help, once dismissed as paranoid delusions, now seem like desperate attempts to escape a very real threat. The circumstances surrounding Aaron's final hours only deepened the mystery. According to reports, his housekeeper, who was a relatively new hire, was the one to find him. However, her behavior has raised questions. Neighbors who arrived at the scene to help claimed that she refused to let them in and even tried to prevent the police from entering. Why would someone act this way in such a critical moment? Was she simply panicking, or was there something more sinister at play?
Watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel, I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is real.
Moreover, Aaron's ex-fiancée, Melanie Martin, has also come under scrutiny. Their relationship was tumultuous, to say the least, with allegations of mistreatment and manipulation on both sides. Aaron had accused Melanie of conspiring with his family to place him under a conservatorship, a move he vehemently opposed. He believed that this was part of a larger effort to control him and his assets. In the days leading up to his passing, Aaron reportedly cut ties with Melanie, further isolating himself from those he felt he couldn't trust. Could Melanie's actions have been part of a broader scheme to undermine Aaron, or was she simply another pawn in a much larger game?
Look, April 11th last year, bad headache. Asked my boy for an Advil. Gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything.
As investigators continue to unravel the details of Aaron's passing, the focus has shifted to the potential role of external influences. Law enforcement sources have reportedly been revisiting Aaron's ties to industry elites, including Diddy, as part of a broader investigation into alleged misconduct and corruption within the entertainment world. And with Diddy now facing his own legal battles, the timing of these developments feels more than coincidental. But Aaron's story isn't just about one man's tragic end. It's a window into the darker underbelly of fame and power. His life and demise serve as a stark reminder of the toll that the entertainment industry can take on its stars, especially those who dare to speak out against its most powerful players. And as more details come to light, one can't help but wonder, was Aaron Carter a victim of something far more sinister than anyone could have imagined? The parallels between Aaron's passing and other high-profile cases are impossible to ignore. From Kim Porter to Whitney Houston, there seems to be a disturbing pattern of individuals who were connected to Diddy and met untimely ends under suspicious circumstances. These cases share common threads: delayed or unclear causes of passing, rumors of silencing, and whispers of explosive secrets that were never revealed. Are these just tragic coincidences, or do they point to a larger, more insidious truth?
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did...
As we transition into the broader implications of Diddy's alleged involvement in these cases, it becomes clear that Aaron Carter's story is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. His demise has reignited questions about the lengths to which powerful figures might go to protect their empires and the human cost of standing in their way. What other secrets might be uncovered as the investigation deepens? And how many more lives could be at risk in an industry that thrives on control and silence? The answers remain elusive, but one thing is certain: this story is far from over.
Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff.
Now, let's dive even deeper into the murky waters of Diddy's tangled web of controversies, because Aaron Carter's story is just the beginning. As unsettling as his passing was, it seems to be part of a pattern, a trail of tragedies and questionable circumstances that seem to follow Diddy wherever he goes. From the East Coast-West Coast rap rivalry to the alleged shady dealings behind the scenes, the stories surrounding Diddy paint a picture of a man whose empire is built not only on talent, but also on control, manipulation, and a willingness to do whatever it takes to protect his legacy. The question is, how far does this go, and who else has been caught in the crossfire?
When the whole East-West thing started, we were caught off guard, and that broke my man's heart.
Let's rewind to the 1990s, a time when the hip-hop world was dominated by larger-than-life personalities like Biggie Smalls and Shakur. These two stars represented more than just music. They became cultural icons, symbols of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry that would ultimately end in tragedy. Biggie, Diddy's protege, was the face of Bad Boy Records, while Shakur, backed by Suge Knight's Death Row Records, was the West Coast's shining star. But what started as a musical rivalry quickly spiraled into chaos, and many believe Diddy played a much larger role in these events than he's ever admitted. Shakur's tragic passing in 1996 is still one of hip-hop's greatest mysteries, but over the years, whispers have grown louder about Diddy's alleged involvement. According to Dwayne Cafe D. Davis, a former Southside Crips gang member, Diddy supposedly offered 1 million units in exchange for taking care of Shakur and Suge Knight. While Diddy has repeatedly denied these allegations, Cafe D's claims have resurfaced time and time again, adding fuel to the fire. And if that wasn't enough, let's not forget the shocking twist in 2024 when documents in the case against Cafe D revealed that Diddy's name was mentioned over 70 times in connection to Shakur's passing. While prosecutors have stopped short of naming Diddy as a suspect, the fact that his name keeps coming up raises serious questions.
Named Diddy 77 times in court documents related to Tupac.
But the story doesn't stop there. Just 6 months after Shakur's passing, Biggie Smalls was gunned down in Los Angeles. Theories abound about who was responsible, but many point to this as a direct retaliation for Shakur's demise. And guess who was riding just ahead of Biggie's car that night? That's right, Diddy. Biggie's passing left a gaping hole in hip-hop and cemented the idea that the East Coast-West Coast feud had spiraled out of control. But while Suge Knight has long been accused of orchestrating Biggie's demise as payback, some have questioned whether Diddy played a role in setting up the events that led to Shaker's passing in the first place.
The only man currently facing charges in the case, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, claims that Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, paid for a hit on Tupac.
Now, let's fast forward to a more personal tragedy for Diddy, the sudden passing of Kim Porter in 2018. Kim wasn't just the mother of 3 of Diddy's children, she was someone who had stood by him through thick and thin. But behind the scenes, their relationship was anything but smooth. Rumors swirled that Kim was working on a memoir that would expose everything about her life with Diddy, from their highs to their darkest moments. And according to those close to her, this wasn't just a tell-all about their relationship. It was a story that could have unraveled the very foundations of Diddy's empire. Kim's passing was officially attributed to pneumonia, but the circumstances surrounding it raised eyebrows almost immediately. For starters, reports emerged that Kim had been feeling unwell for days, but hadn't sought medical attention. Then there were the whispers about strange substances found in her system, substances that could mimic the symptoms of pneumonia. And let's not forget the eerie parallels between Kim's passing and other high-profile incidents. Like Whitney Houston, Kim was found in her home, and the details of her final hours remained shrouded in mystery. Many believe that Kim knew too much. About Diddy, about the industry, and about Diddy, about the industry, and about the secrets that powerful people would go to great lengths to protect. Even more chilling is the fact that Kim's family has reportedly been in contact with federal investigators, pushing for a deeper probe into her passing. According to insider accounts, the family believes there's much more to the story than what's been publicly revealed. And they're not alone. I'll be sure the father of Kim's eldest son has been vocal about his suspicions, even going so far as to call her passing a tragic injustice. Albie sure himself faced a mysterious health scare when he slipped into a coma just a few years ago. While he eventually recovered, he has hinted that his own experiences might be tied to the same dark forces that he believes were involved in Kim's passing. Coincidence? Or yet another piece of a very disturbing puzzle?
It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today.
But what makes Kim Porter's story even more haunting is the alleged pressure she faced in the months leading up to her passing. According to close friends, Kim had confided in them that her upcoming memoir wasn't just about her relationship with Diddy. It was a damning expose on the entire music industry. She allegedly planned to reveal details about secret meetings, deals made behind closed doors, and the untold price of maintaining fame. One friend reportedly said that Kim was nervous but determined, believing that telling her story was the only way to reclaim her life. But as the manuscript neared completion, Kim began to feel increasingly paranoid, even telling her inner circle that she suspected she was being watched. Adding to the intrigue are claims that certain individuals close to Diddy attempted to intervene before the manuscript could be finalized. According to rumors, Kim's laptop and personal devices mysteriously disappeared shortly after her passing, with some speculating that they contained the only remaining drafts of her book. These claims were bolstered when a supposed incomplete version of the manuscript surfaced online in 2024, revealing shocking details about Diddy's alleged behavior, including incidents of control and manipulation. However, the authenticity of this document remains unverified, and Diddy's legal team was quick to dismiss it as a fabrication, calling it a shameless attempt to profit off tragedy. Perhaps the most unsettling connection lies in the eerie similarities between Kim's passing and that of Shakir Stewart, a former music executive at Def Jam Records who was rumored to have been romantically involved with Kim. Like Kim, Shakir was reportedly planning to release information that could have implicated powerful figures in the industry. Shortly after these rumors began to circulate, Shakir was found under circumstances that remain hotly debated to this day. This has led many to wonder, could Kim and Shakir have been silenced for the same reasons? And if so, what exactly were they planning to expose?
The Vegas Police Department do their due diligence and get down to the bottom of it.
Let's not forget about Whitney Houston, another icon whose passing shocked the world. While her struggles were well documented, some have questioned the timing and circumstances of her passing, especially given her connections to Clive Davis, Diddy's longtime mentor. Clive Davis has been a towering figure in the music industry for decades, but he's also been the subject of his own controversies. According to Jaguar Wright, an artist turned whistleblower, Clive played a pivotal role in shaping Diddy's career, and not always for the better. Jaguar has claimed that Diddy learned how to manipulate and control people from Clive, a skill that allegedly helped him rise to the top but left a trail of destruction in its wake. It's worth noting that Whitney's passing occurred on the very night of Clive Davis's annual pre-Grammy party, an event that continued as planned despite the tragedy. Many found this deeply disrespectful, and it only fueled rumors that there was more to Whitney's story than the official narrative. Diddy, who was also in attendance that night, reportedly ended up hospitalized himself, citing severe stress. Was this just an unfortunate coincidence, or was there something deeper at play?
A US judge has ruled that the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs will stand trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges in May. He'll be held in prison until then. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that he used his business empire to transport women and male sex workers across state lines to take part in recorded performances. If convicted, he could face a life sentence.
And then there's the case of Jamie Foxx, whose mysterious health scare earlier this year sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Jamie, a close friend of Diddy's, has been known to joke about Diddy's infamous parties, often hinting at the wild and sometimes questionable behavior that went on behind closed doors. But according to recent reports, Jamie's comments may have gone beyond jokes. Choke no joke, a videographer and industry insider, has claimed that Jamie started to speak out more openly about what he had witnessed at Diddy's gatherings. Shortly after, Jamie fell seriously ill, leading some to wonder if his health scare was a warning, or worse.
Followed Diddy back in the day when Diddy had all of the songs out. He was so...
Adding fuel to the fire, Big Homie CC, a celebrity security guard, has alleged that Jamie directly accused Diddy of being responsible for his condition. According to Big Homie, Jamie even contacted federal authorities about Diddy, a move that would have undoubtedly made him a target. While Jamie has since recovered, the timing of his illness and the allegations surrounding it have raised serious questions. Is it possible that Jamie knew too much, just like Kim, Whitney, and others who have crossed paths with Diddy? As we piece together these stories, a disturbing pattern begins to emerge. Time and time again, those who have been close to Diddy or who have dared to challenge him seem to find themselves facing sudden and often unexplained tragedies. Whether it's Aaron Carter, Kim Porter, Whitney Houston, or even Jamie Foxx, the list of names grows longer and the questions grow louder. Is this all just a series of unfortunate coincidences, or is there something far darker at play?
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the SHU have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there.
What's clear is that Diddy's empire is under more scrutiny than ever before, with federal investigators reportedly looking into his past, including allegations of misconduct and manipulation. It seems that the walls may finally be closing in. But as we've seen in the past, powerful people often have ways of avoiding accountability. Will this time be any different? As we continue to uncover the layers of this story, one thing remains certain. The truth has a way of coming to light, no matter how deeply it's buried. The question is, how many more lives will be affected before that happens? And what secrets might still be lurking in the shadows, waiting to be exposed? Let us know what you think in the comments, and be sure to stay tuned as we dig even deeper into this ongoing saga. The story is far from over.